What about manager of the month? This may be a little more contentious because despite what I've just said, I'm going and I think it'll be Mbeumo and Amorim. I think he'll get player of the month. Player of the month, manager of the month, which is mad. By the way,
I think it will be
Mbeumo and Amorim winning manager of the month after the first month we had.
Is it
sympathy vote because we beat Liverpool, we beat Brighton, we I think like in terms
about
of
our manager?
3 games,
He's won pretty much all his games, and we've stuffed Atletico in the Champions League.
Nah, but
so the Premier League's going to go, well done, but then we may as well count Gyökeres's goals then. Premier League goals.
Fair enough.
What are we doing here?
You know, Arsenal on top, 4 points clear.
But we've had a harder 3 games than you have. We've beaten a team at the ground that you couldn't beat them in. And that is you're welcome. But that is inarguable. Like last weekend was United and Arsenal having an absolutely fantastic weekend because we said right at the beginning of the show, fantastic hate watch weekend. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. But I think it's mad to think, but I can't see the only other manager I'd give it to is probably Iraola.
Even he drew at Palace.
Even he drew up like
what about the Sunderland manager?
The manager that lost to Mbeumo and Amorim beginning of the month.
Yeah, but when you consider they're 4th in the... Oh, listen, you know what? I don't have an issue with Amorim winning it. I do think that...
I think if they give it to Amorim, it might convince the board to give him 4 more years rather than 3. So do it.
But is it a symptom of United just having a freakishly good month in comparison to recent, or is it the start of? Because this is the question I keep asking myself. I'm lying there in bed at night, 3 a.m, mulling my mind. It's really not, but it's like, well, I mean, actually, one of the comments just said Emery even has a shout. Yeah, that's true because
Villa
the game
picked up.
Yeah, because Villa have picked up, and the game they lost was in the Europa League. Like, if we're not counting Atletico for in the Champions League, then we're not going to count the loss. That is another good shout. I just think that we've had, out of the teams who have won their 3 games, we've had the hardest 3.
Yeah.
Although I know 2 are at home. But is it a symptom of United are actually getting better, or is it, like I said, it's just a case of Amorim's conceding a bit more? Like, we've got less possession per game at the moment, but we've got more shots. We scored 8 goals in 3 games, conceded 3 goals in those 3 games. Like, is United, are we actually getting better, or is it just a case of we're on a bit of a high at the moment?
I think you are getting better, and that's why I would say Amorim maybe does deserve manager of the month, because he's doing things he wasn't doing before. Like, I'm watching you when you're pressing off the ball, and it's kind of more of a 4 now at the back than it is a 5. Even though you're playing with a 5, you're sort of pressing in a 4, which is different. And then I'm seeing, the Liverpool game, and it's you score and Fernandes comes off, takes off his captain just because he needs more legs. He makes the Ahmad sub because he knows he needs a bit more of a wing back on there to defend. Like, he was actually managing the game well, which I've never seen from him. So I think he's actually maybe improving.
He's doing, honestly, Mbeumo and Amorim is doing all the things that I said a month ago I was pulling my hair out about that he wasn't doing. I remember saying this. I was like, he's not making the small little changes, small easy wins that he can do. And I literally said things like moving Mbeumo closer to Šeško up front. I'm kind of changing the midfield, having Cunha drop back a bit to make a bit more of a midfield 3. I'm not calling myself tactical genius or anything about all this stuff, but it was like easy things that was just not happening. And I was like, I didn't understand why they weren't happening, but now they are happening, and he's taking the small wins. But it's a case of he can keep doing the small wins for now, but we get into December, it goes from 3 games a month to 6 games a month. I want to see him use his squad well. But who do we think is going to win, first of all, Player of the Month? Because my shout is big, bald Bryan Mbeumo. I think he has been, considering this, like, I'm taking into account, like, the standard that players set versus how well they've been playing this month. Like, as in, towards the beginning of the season versus how they're playing now. I think it's Mbeumo. 3 wins, 4 goals. And all of his goals have been massively essential goals, and also a lovely assist against for Mount's first goal.
I must admit, he's a very good player. He's the kind of player that fans from other clubs can appreciate as well. He works hard. He seems like a pretty humble guy. He's not given to excess, is he? Got a great attitude, apparently. And he obviously has got real quality. Scores goals. Yeah, that's a good shout. It's no surprise that United's form has elevated since Cunha's come into the team. He does make a big difference.
Oh yeah,
So as well as when Mbeumo's done, Mbeumo, whoever. Mbeumo. Looking at, from the outside looking in, I think Cunha's going to be big for you guys. If you can keep him fit, he's going to be.
I remember when...
Ineos' recruitment, by the way.
Oh, yeah. It's been fantastic.
Ugarte.
I think every single one of their signings has been great, bar Manu Ugarte.
But also, thank you, Ugarte, for injuring Havertz, and then we got Eze because of it. So, I mean, look, if United fans won't appreciate you, we'll appreciate you coming into the season.
Do you want him?
No,
you can appreciate him even more.
We don't like him that much.
20 mil.
But like, thank you for helping us sign Eze. But other than that, like, you can stay up north.
Yeah, I think our recruitment's been so underrated, both in the aspect of the first team and in the academy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, most of you guys won't know what's going on in the United Academy at the moment. We've just been collecting a load of like really good young talented players from Arsenal, from teams like Southampton, etc. as well.
Oh, you got Aiden Heaven, didn't you?
Aiden Heaven,
and Cheeto.
Aiden Heaven's now got more Premier League assists this season than Wirtz. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
with the assist for I say the assist for Mbeumo's goal, but that was all Bruno Fernandes, man.
I'm assuming we're agreeing then that it is Amorim, is it?
I think it's going to be
It's a United double.
Yeah. Laurie saying, thank God, Šeško being far better, and I'm an Arsenal fan, than Gyökeres.
Sorry, say that again.
Laurie saying, thank God about you signing Gyökeres over Šeško.
Oh, okay.
And then he goes, Šeško been far better.
Well,
I'm an Arsenal
our
fan.
contributor will be pleased to know we've had us three actually have had a big debate about Gyökeres.
Yeah, we did it off camera as well. I don't know why we did this.
Maybe we just need to record.
What conclusion did we come to? What conclusion did we come to? We came to the conclusion, correct me if I'm wrong, that, well, certainly you guys was espousing the notion that Šeško is the more talented footballer, which, hey, I wouldn't disagree with. But my thing I always circle back to is goals. As I've said many, many times, and I'm more than happy to repeat it, the striking position or the centre forward in any football team is the most binary position on the pitch in which to judge a footballer. In that, you judge a striker on how many goals he scored, not by how well he holds the ball up, brings others into play.
Kobbie Mainoo will probably start a game or two now. Like, it's not happened so far this season, bar the Grimsby loss.
What have you made of him? I keep seeing him come off the bench, and I'm almost willing him to do well because I think he's being mistreated, Kobbie. But then I'm seeing like Brentford, he comes on and gives the ball away for their third goal. He was a little bit loose the other time I watched him. Like, he's not really come on and stamped any authority for me. But is that just a case of he's literally getting like 10 minutes and he's rusty? So you can't expect him to come on and enforce anything.
He is a player he's the kind of quintessential kind of player that you can see is lacking in minutes. He's lacking
quintessential.
It's a fantastic word, isn't it? I think I'm up there with you in terms of some of the
I've used that one myself
today, man.
That's a word I like.
Quintessential is a fantastic word. Yeah. But Mainoo is a quintessential example of a player who is suffering from the fact that he doesn't have any minutes. Like, he's not playing because when he comes off the bench, he's not doing fantastically well. But he's not doing fantastically well because he's not getting the minutes to actually get the match sharpness to play. When the 90-minute game he's played, Grimsby away, he was by far our best player on the pitch. Now, I know that he's against the League Two team, but all the rest of that, I'd say maybe the only decent players in that game were maybe Cunha was all right, Mainoo was good, everyone else disappeared. And when Maguire came on, like, he was because Maguire wasn't good until we just started launching balls in the box, and Maguire's obviously fantastic in the box. Yeah, literally he played at striker, which is what has been his best position this season, Maguire at striker. But I see Mainoo as he is a player who, when he's in rhythm, is fantastic. But when he was playing twice a week for us, and when he was then starting for England, and he was just kind of it was just like